The City of Rialto has an expressed interest in stopping the negative impact of fireworks on our community, which include our pets. Earlier this year, a community task force was created to help establish a new framework to cite, fine, and adjudicate the use, possession, sale, advertisement for sale, transportation, and/or manufacturing of illegal fireworks. Staff will continue to explore the use of administrative citations in addition to criminal charges, as well as ways to track city resource allocation. This community-based task force included staff from fire, police, community services and development, the city clerk's office, and the Human Relation and Housing and Preservation and Beautification Commissions, along with input from the city attorney's office. This joint task force held 5 special joint meetings and 2 community town hall type meetings from February through June to review data from service on the impacts of the City of Rialto, state and national statistics, community surveys, and we discussed recommendations for engineering, education, encouragement, enforcement, and equity. Looking at a snapshot at the national numbers, on the 4th of July, more fires are reported than any other day of the year. On a typical 4th of July, according to the National Fire Protection Association, 2 out of every 5 fires reported are a result of fireworks. These fireworks account for 1,300 structure fires, 300 vehicle fires, and nearly 17,000 other fires each year. Last year in the City of Rialto, the police department responded to over 200 firework-related calls, including 33 citations and 8 arrests. The fire department and police department task force confiscated over 19,000 pounds of fireworks, and the fire department responded to 47 calls, including 12 vegetation fires, 1 structure fire, and 3 other fires. Some other national numbers, according to the Consumer Product Safety Commission, report that there were over 122 firework-related deaths between the years 2001 and 2016, on an average of 7 deaths per year. The 2017 annual report indicated that there were 8 firework-related deaths, 4 related to aerial devices, 3 due to misuse of fireworks, 1 related to sparklers, and there were almost 13,000 injuries reported in 2017. This community task force utilized a data-driven approach that indicated that enforcement alone does not change the culture of acceptance on the use of fireworks, and that a collaborative approach between all the stakeholders is needed to reduce the impacts of fireworks within the community of Rialto. We looked at numbers from the National Fire Protection Association, Consumer Product Safety Commission, Rialto and Fire Police CAD data, online surveys, questionnaires from 30 different fire agencies throughout the state of California, and questions that came up at town hall meetings and from the commissions within the City of Rialto. Staff will be implementing many of the recommendations for this year's firework plan, and we will be building on the input from the Community Task Force and direction from City Council to create an even more comprehensive plan, including any municipal code changes, to be delivered this October when we have processed all the data from this year to include any recommendations and the successes that we saw from this year's event. Of all of the recommendations that came from the task force, the 4 major focus points will be in education, enforcement, engineering, and efficiency. We'll be utilizing digital billboards, working with Cinemark Movie Theater, and posting mobile signs at major city entryways. For our enforcement program, we'll be utilizing drone usage, and we'll be streamlining our citation process. As we look to increase efficiencies in our program, Rialto PD has been working on an innovative process to share information between officers on the street through a cloud-based field interview process. And we'll be working with the city attorney to update any municipal code changes that are applicable. As many of you know, our Rialto Police Beat system is broke up into 4 quadrants. There are 4 area command zones. We will be placing officers strategically throughout the city, along with the fire arson investigation team, to collaborate when we do receive calls for service for noise complaints related to fireworks. We will also be utilizing drones to get an aerial surveillance and a better picture of the city Our innovative approach will be much more strategic this year as we gather display, imagery, GPS, satellite, and use other historical data to gain a more comprehensive situational awareness through geospatial analysis. This technology will aid in our ability to be more precise with a targeted enforcement through predictive analysis, and we will utilize the data we capture to increase our prevention as well as enforcement efforts. The Benjamin Franklin axiom that an ounce of prevention is worth a pound of cure is as true today as it was almost 300 years ago. We will also be deploying a new tool this year in a drone equipped with FLIR, which is forward-looking infrared. These cameras operate like night vision but make pictures from heat. Firefighters in the top pictures are using handheld thermal imaging cameras that we have used for years to see through smoke or detect hotspots in walls. The images on the bottom are from FLIR-equipped drone that can detect heat signatures from the sky. With this new drone, we will be able to utilize GPS data for isolating fireworks and tracking fires or hotspots or potential victims. This technology also aids us in being able to see the head or edge of wildland fires as well as track the location and safety of our crews. This new technology can also give fire crews information on structural integrity, especially when coupled with isotherms. In addition to that, we can utilize this new drone for hazardous material calls where we can see the amount of material in a holding tank or overturned tanker and can even detect leaks before crews enter a hazard zone. And in regard to wildland fires, we can help to determine effectiveness of wet lines around a fire or detect hotspots following a wildfire. We will continue to build on these recommendations as well as leverage all the available technologies to help us fight this problem and to keep this community safe. But we really need you, our public, our community, our friends, and our family to be our eyes and ears, to help us to report fires, to keep your properties clear, and help keep Rialto a fire-wise community. Thank you, have a great 4th of July, and please be safe.
It's almost Independence Day, which means we're cracking down on illegal fireworks.
Fireworks cause over 11,000 injuries annually and are responsible for millions of dollars in property damage. Lighting illegal fireworks can result in deadly wildfires, and the noise can disturb pets and those with PTSD, which is post-traumatic stress disorder.
We will be patrolling the streets during the 4th of July period to issue citations.
And the fire department will be assisting our local police department with enforcement on the 4th of July.
The use of illegal fireworks can result in a $1,000 fine and up to 6 months in jail.
To report illegal fireworks, call the fireworks hotline at 909-421-7245.
Have a happy and safe 4th of July, and remember,
if you light it, we sight it.